Which choice best describes data from the graph and supports the researcher's conclusion? To investigate potential cognitive benefits of taking leave from work, psychologist Jan Packer and colleagues conducted a 6-month study of Australian university staff members who took no leave from work during the study, took 2 to 4 days of leave, or took 1 to 5 weeks of leave. Tests of attentiveness were administered to participants 3 times during the study, at random for the no-leave staff, and for the rest 1 week before their leave, 1 week following their return to work, and 1 week after the second test administration. After analyzing the results, the researchers concluded that longer leave times might not confer a greater benefit than shorter leave times do. So option 1A says, in the second test administration, participants who took 2 to 4 days of leave had higher average attentiveness scores than those who took no leave. But in the third test administration, those who took no leave had higher average scores than those who took 1 to 5 weeks of leave. So looking back at the claim says that researchers concluded that longer leave times might not confer a greater benefit than shorter leave times do. So longer leave times might not be better than shorter leave times. But technically, no leave doesn't count as shorter leave times. It is just no leave. So 2 to 4 days of leave having a higher attentiveness score than no leave doesn't really support this claim. And neither does the fact that no leave had a higher average score than those who took 1 to 5 weeks of leave. So overall, this option choice doesn't completely support this claim. Therefore, A is incorrect. B. In the first test administration, participants who took 2 to 4 days of leave had lower average attentiveness scores than did those who took 1 to 5 weeks of leave, and those who took no leave. This is incorrect because this proves that shorter leave times are worse than longer leave times, so B would be incorrect. C. In both the second and third test administrations, participants who took 2 to 4 days of leave had higher average attentiveness scores than did participants who took 1 to 5 weeks of leave. This seems to be the correct answer because this shows how a shorter leave time, 2 to 4 days of leave, had a higher average attentiveness score than a longer leave time, 1 to 5 weeks of leave. So C seems to be the correct answer. D. In the second and third test administrations, participants who took 2 to 4 days of leave had higher average attentiveness scores than did those who took no leave. This is incorrect because this goes against the claim, which is that longer leaves might not be better than shorter leaves. But here it's showing that a longer leave, 2 to 4 days, led to higher average attentiveness than those who took no leave. So D is incorrect. And therefore the correct answer is C.